I have been following the Drake Bell situation. I thought this all came to a head like a month or so ago. But he decided to respond Drake Bell's video to fans about the current situation, the court situation, excuse me. I've re-educated myself just to be sure looking through this article here. Basically, when Drake was 30 years old, he was interacting with a 15-year-old. Now, he got charges of child endangerment. They're not super specific. My understanding is that they're drug related. Like he was at a concert or something and I don't know, gave a kid drugs or something. He didn't get charged with anything sexual. However, the girl herself claimed that there was a sexual aspect there, that he sent her inappropriate messages. And also, when you think about it, what the fuck does a 30-year-old have in common with a 15-year-old? 30-year-old man playing music for kids decides to befriend a child and keep in consistent contact with them on his cell phone. I mean, I just couldn't possibly conceive what other reason you would do that for, and other than to satisfy your disgusting, whatever. But legally, anyway, I would imagine that the response must be, "Hey guys, this is the only conceivable decent response that would be non-related to him, interacting inappropriate. Well, I mean, when I say inappropriately, because this is inappropriate regardless. But here's the response the best response. This is what the response could be. Hey guys, I really fucked up. I got charged with child endangerment because I am a 30-year-old that doesn't understand boundaries because Dan Snyder used to tickle my feet or something. And so I engaged in a friendly relationship with a fan, even though I'm double their age. And that was obviously disgusting, and I need to learn boundaries." That's probably the best thing he could say. Now, obviously, he's not going to say that. I haven't even watched it, but I already know. Maybe I'm wrong. But at this point, you really should just shut the fuck up and maybe go get like a job. We were just looking at it before that there's a burger place in Seattle, Washington that's paying $19 an hour to start. So maybe move there and get a job. And hey, that'd be cool. You get the fuck off the internet. Anyway, let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Drake Bell, not Drake Campana. Soy Drake Bell, yo no soy.
Wow, if I was gonna do some kind of like an apology video, I would definitely start off with showing people my impressive ability to speak 2 languages in a very happy tone. I'd be like, "Hey guys, I know I beat the shit out of a child." I don't know, that's what I'd get in trouble for, like hitting a 3-year-old crying at a bar or like at a restaurant. I'd just get mad, say, "Shut up," and I'd hit him. Just kidding. Hey guys, I know I just hit a 3-year-old in the face and I got arrested for it. Check it out. Check this cool thing out I can do with my tongue. It's like, what are you doing? What the fuck's wrong with you?
A lot of the news that you've been hearing, well, most of the news that you've heard recently is entirely false and wrong.
I feel like even if there are bits of misinformation, they're still like 99% right. You know what I mean? So, what does he mean by entirely?
And I feel that you deserve, and I owe you an explanation.
Are you sure?
I didn't change my name.
Nobody thought that.
Although I would love to.
Why?
I've never.
Well, I bet he would want to, because this way people maybe they won't know he's the bad guy. My name's not Drake Bell, it's Schmake Pell. I don't know. I'm just being stupid today, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
To Mexico, I've never been a resident or a citizen of Mexico. I don't have a Mexican passport.
Okay.
I didn't get arrested. I didn't go to jail.
I feel like you did get arrested, no? I guess you got summonsed. Is that the word you'd use? Oh, everybody thought he went to Mexico and changed his name. Oh, who cares? Is that what this is about? Him going to fucking Mexico? Is he going to talk about the court? Whatever. Let's keep watching.
I know that this has moved very quickly for you, but for me, it's been a 3-year thorough investigation into every false claim that has been made. And it's not me telling you that the claims are false, but the state of Ohio has proven the claims to be false.
I hate these arguments. Do you know how many times I've seen some kind of like a sexual predator? And I'm not saying he is one, but also, I don't know. But do you know how many times I've seen a sexual predator say, "I got away with it, so I must be innocent"? It's like, shut the fuck up. You're very annoying. We already know that there's an issue with the way people are charged when they commit these types of crimes. especially since this happened a long time ago. This happened 4 years ago. So, you know, it's one of those things where, oh, there's been an investigation for 3 years, so a year after it started happening. So there's obviously going to be information that you were able to suppress. Now, I understand due process. I'm just saying that from my experience, there's always this, oh, I got away with it, so I must be innocent thing. And it's usually the air about this video is very, honestly, to me, very, I wouldn't say narcissistic. It's very confident in a way that's almost like, fuck you. No, there's no way to increase the video volume. Sorry, it's as high as it's gonna go. I'm sorry.
If these claims were remotely true, my situation would be very different. I would not be here at home with my wife and my son. But that being said, I'm not perfect, and I made mistakes.
What's the mistake you made?
To a fan whose age I didn't know.
What does that mean?
Yet when I became aware of their age, all conversation and communication stopped.
Well, so my understanding is he had their phone number. So, how does that happen? Because this is somebody that was a fan of his. My understanding is that this all started around the time this started at a concert of his. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm not. Maybe he. But how else would you found out about this person? I don't know.
And this individual continued to come to shows and.
Yeah, okay, so you met this person at a show, you didn't think, hey, you don't look 18, you're a 15-year-old girl, you're 30. Even if they looked 18, you really shouldn't be fucking around with 18-year-olds. At this point, you were 30, and now you're like 34. Like, what do you expect? What are you saying, bro?
Paid for meet and greets, and all while I was unaware that this was the same person I was communicating with online.
Okay.
And that's what I pled guilty to. It was reckless and irresponsible text messages. I want to make clear that there were no sexual images, nothing physical between me and this individual.
So then what was the child endangerment aspect for? Because if you were just talking to a kid, as gross as that is, if there's nothing there, they wouldn't have charged you with dick. They wouldn't have charged you for shit. So what are you talking about?
I was not charged with anything physical. I was not charged with disseminating of photographs or images or anything like that.
Okay.
This is strictly over text messages. And when I was presented with a plea deal, because of the messages, I felt that it was the best way to get this over quickly and for everybody involved to be able to move on.
It's so stupid. Right now what he's saying is that he only took the plea because it was convenient for him, I guess. I don't really understand. You took the plea, which means you did something wrong. You endangered a child. Your argument is that you just didn't ask for age? I'm feeling like that's not true. I feel like there's a lot more there.
And for me to get back to doing what I love, and that's making music for you. And I want to thank you for, to everyone who saw through the lies and did their research and looked at my case and saw it for what it was instead of through all of this media confusion.
You know what's the problem here? Glad to see his acting skills still suck. Drew. You know, one of the problems here is that so let's say let's say somehow I'm 30 years old and I decide to interact with somebody and I didn't realize that they were under 18, right? And I was sexting with them and like I found out they were 18 years old, right? My response wouldn't be to downplay it like this. I'd be like, wow, I really fucked up. Like I fucked up and I pled guilty for this because I fucked up real bad. But there's no remorse in his voice whatsoever, which means he doesn't feel apologetic. It's your responsibility as an adult to make sure somebody's of age. And honestly, 30 years old, you're old enough to know you should ask for an ID. You should be asking for identification. Have them text message you with an ID. Why not? I get it. If you're 20 years old and you don't do that, whatever. I get it. You're a young, dumb kid. You're 30. You don't get that pass. This is stupid. What are you talking about?
And don't believe the media right off the bat. It's a lot of clickbait. Do your own research and come to your own conclusions.
You know what's so funny? I've read a few different news articles about Drake Bell. There's no clickbait. I think that he thinks people give a shit about him. His most popular moment in his life is trying to fuck a kid, right? Like this is currently the only thing that makes him relevant is trying to have sex with children, and so or a child, and so it's like there isn't this huge like clickbait marathon trying to go after you. People are genuinely uninterested in who you are as a person and as a personality and as a public figure. Nobody gives a fuck about you. So there's no media narrative. Like you're not this huge fucking celebrity internet star where people are constantly gossiping about you. You're a fucking deadbeat loser that has inappropriate conversations with children. So there's really no clickbait going on. Shut the fuck up. This whole dumb conspiracy theory is bullshit. Your apology's dog shit. Because even if all you did was talk to a girl that you didn't know their age, you should still be apologetic because you're a fucking 30-year-old and you should know better. And I just honestly don't believe that that's what's happened. I think that a lot of the information was lost. I tend to believe the girl who says that like you were trying to engage with her. As far as knowing the age or not, I mean, give me a fucking break. Because what's your argument? It's like, oh, I was. Because what did he say before? Oh, I was talking to her. She would show up to the concerts. I had no idea it was her. I was just talking to some fan over the internet. How? How did you not know what she looked like? I'm so confused. It's hard to believe a 30-year-old would do the most to not make sure they're educated on the person they're talking to.
And I just want to say thank you to all of you for sticking by me, and I love you, and I will see you soon.
I will not ever see you. Ever. So the only time we'll see you again is if you try to fuck another kid. Like, let's be honest. That's it. That's quite literally the only time we'll see you again. So shut the fuck up. Such a shit little fuck, honestly.